Welcome back, gentlemen. It's time for the rant. We're back in business, gentlemen. Let's go right away and dive into the letters. Let me dip into the mailbag and see what we've got. How do you like the new hat, gents? It's nice. All right, not bad for 50 cents, eh, gents? Anyways, let's see here, dear DWR. Your sleeper list was bullcrap. How could you not include the likes of Steve Johnson, Brandon Lloyd, and Peyton Hillis? Sincerely, the guy who has Peyton Hillis. Well, it's a very simple answer, gentlemen. If you drafted Steve Johnson, Brandon Lloyd, or Peyton Hillis, then you're officially the Rain Man of fantasy football, my friends, because I didn't know who any of those guys were, except for Peyton Hillis was the bench guy behind Noshan Moreno, and previously to that, he was let's just face it, who the hell drafted Peyton Hillis? And if you did, my congratulations to you for having less of a life than I do when it comes to fantasy football. Let's move on, gentlemen. I would like to mention, I did neglect to add T.O. to my list. Welcome to the list, T.O. You're a badass again. Okay, and since we have done the sleepers, let's do the busts this week, gentlemen. Top 10 busts of 2010. 10 and 9 is a tandem, gentlemen. We'll give you the Dallas running backs. Number 10 is Marion Barber, and number 9, the bigger disappointment, Felix Jones, who was on a lot of sleepers. And I'll tell you this, all the people who had Felix Jones as your sleeper, gentlemen, they're awful quiet about that choice, and if he was doing well, you'd be hearing it. So I would just like to point out, all of you sleeper Felix Jones men, I want to hear from you. Number 8, Randy Moss. Is this his third team, gentlemen? What does he have, like 3 catches in the last 4 games? Randy Moss. Not what you wanted out of your first or second round pick, gentlemen. Number 7, Matt Schaub. Similar to my bust list, my quarterback on this list, Matt Schaub, is the guy who I expect to bounce back in the second half, gentlemen. Matt Schaub, still throwing to Andre, has a lot of decent weapons, gets those flip passes to Foster. Matt Schaub is going to be the man who unbusts the second half of the season, gentlemen. Number 6, drafted by me in the 5th round, C.J. Spiller. Oof. I was deciding between Spiller, Vernon Davis, and Hakeem Nicks. Should not have gone with Spiller, gentlemen. Number 5, Joel's selection in the 3rd round, Sean Green. He was excited about Sean Green when it happened, gentlemen. Not too excited anymore. Sean Green. Coincidentally, LT was on the other list. Let's see, that was 5. Number 4, Beanie Wells. If you drafted Beanie Wells, gentlemen, you are not getting what you expected out of him, especially because he had surgery and told nobody about it. Beanie Wells is not living up to his part of the bargain. Number 3 and 2, the Carolina tandem, gentlemen. Coming in at number 3, Jonathan Stewart. Coming in at number 2, the bigger disappointment, DeAngelo Williams. Yuck. If you drafted them, the only word I have for you is yuck. And the number 1 fantasy bust of the year. Although I wanted this guy, he was being drafted way too high for my likings. Not on a single Jacoby team, gentlemen. Ryan Matthews. I graduated from Fresno State, and my ass was not taking him in the 1st round. And if your name is Brian, and you drafted him on half your teams, adios, Brian. Wow. Well, it's a short rant, but it's a good one, gentlemen. And next week, maybe I'll give you some useful information that'll help you in the second half of the season, gentlemen. It's going to be the Deeks' top 10 players who are going to bust out in the second half of the season, gentlemen. Don't miss it. Adios.